Hello, welcome back to More Fun Fixing It. I'm Lee and I'm here today to share with you Paul's big bag. So recently I went to Paul's to pick up a whole bunch of computers to repair, and he also gave me some other bits and pieces. There's more tape decks than I know what to do with that need repairing, and so I'll probably make those all into one video. There's all of these joysticks. There's some more as well. These are the joysticks that he sent in this bundle. There's this one. I really like this one. That is a digital stick. It's not an analog stick like you would expect, but yeah, with a 9-pin on the end of it. The cable needs a bit of work, but that can be brought back to life. There's lots of these with nice messages on the bottom. This one apparently drifts left, and the spring is completely gone in that. And this one is just horrible and rattles nastily. Oh, it squeaks as well. What's this one? No down, no down. That's quite a nice feeling stick. It's got a nice grip on it. I like that. Good for my big hands. And this one's got no down as well. So these are twins. And this is a cruiser. I like these, so I'll definitely be able to bring that one back to life. And recently Henry gave me a whole load of micro switches, so I'll be able to find something to go in there. There are tape decks as well. This one caught my eye. Quite like that one. This is another one out of the bundle. Works, but eject no good. So the eject button's not working. I could fix that, but something's rattling around in there. That's the eject mechanism rattling around. But yeah, Ferguson, really nice looking machine that is. There's also this bag of tape decks for C64 and VIC-20, I suppose. There's some really nice ones in there as well, really good condition. So I'll bring as many of those back to life as I can. Of course, there's all of the computers that he sent back. Oh, there's this. This will be the subject of its own video. It's an Accelerator Plus, and it's a C64 1541 clone drive with its original power supply and everything, but the case is really, really rusty and in poor condition. So that one is going to get sprayed and the faceplate will get retro brighted. And hopefully we can make that look like, well, it's not going to look like brand new. I mean, the stickers for a start are not going to survive, but we can make it look pretty. As well as these joysticks, he gave me this one as well. I think this is for me. I can never tell with Paul. He just throws things at me, and I'm not sure what he wants back half the time. But I don't think he wants this because it's a PC joystick. So that'll just sit in here and wait until I finally get into PCs. So all of these sticks need to go in this box. And this is labelled Paul's Sticks to Fix. And I don't think I can... Look at this, there's a tack in here. Not a lot. Good luck with screws. Zip sticks. Ooh, quick shot. That Daytel thing with the stick that comes off. Or Datex thing. Another cruiser there. Oh, 2 tacks. Nice. So definitely try and bring those back to life. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of these in here. Might have to lose the lid for this box, which is broken anyway, so. Let's do it like that. Yeah, that'll do. But what I wanted to show you in this video is Paul's big bag. This is Paul's big bag. And so what happened was Paul, he gets in loads and loads of stuff in bundles, and he makes up bundles to sell. Which will include a working machine and working games and a joystick, and power supply, video lead. He makes a complete bundle and then sells it on eBay or Facebook Market. No, not so much Facebook Marketplace, but Facebook groups. So like the Sinclair for sale group, I think it's called. I don't really hang around in those groups, but Paul has recently joined the Retro Hardware Discord, where I hang around with other YouTubers. And in that Discord is a trading channel. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it up on the screen. And Paul is going to be using this trading channel to sell the things that I repair. So you'll be able to, if you like a machine that's from a certain video, it will be going up for sale in, well, most of them will be going up for sale, or some of them will be going up for sale in that channel. So you'll get an opportunity to buy some of the things that you see on More Fun Fixing It. So getting back to the point, when Paul gets all of these things in, he often has bits and pieces that are just no good to him. So they just get thrown into a corner. And he said, do you want any of that? And I said, I'll have all of that. So he grabbed a bag and we filled it up. And I want to go through the Paul's big bag now with you on camera, and let's explore what's inside. Some of these are actually games to go. These are Amstrad games. Well, that one's a bit worse for the wear. These are Amstrad games to go with a charity. Oh, this one belongs to Andrew, apparently. That's a Commodore 64 game. We'll put that one to one side because, Andrew, if you want your game back, I've got it here. What we got is Amstrad, CPC, Amstrad. He gave me a few of these to go with the charity Amstrad that I've got to sell. Amstrad, Mega Drive. These need a bit of a clean. Amstrad, we'll go through those ones in a minute. Let's get these tapes out of the way. Spectrum, that one is for an Electron, so that's for me for using for testing. Electron, Amstrad. Oh, it's another one. Oh, some more down here. Amstrad, Nomad, not for resale. ZX Spectrum User Guide Companion Cassette. Oh, for the Spectrum Plus. Nice. And it's C16 or plus 4 in Introduction to Basic Part 1. That's handy. And Mind Out for the Electron. Keep that over there. And Amstrad Locomotion by Mastertronic. There's a familiar brand. I wonder if Neil wants it back. Any more tapes? It's a VIC-20 Presentation Programs User Manual. Right, I'm going to pull these paddles out first because I do like a paddle for the 2600. They're very handy to go with a bundle, to make up a complete bundle for 2600s. Very handy. Right, let's move these Amstrad games off to one side. Right, so we've got Combat, Tank Pong, Invisible Tank, Biplane and Jet Fighter here for the 2600 cartridge. And Blitz Basic 2. Neil, do you need another copy? That's Neil did a recent video on his channel with where he's learning to program in Blitz Basic 2 and making a Pipe Mania game. Really fascinating watching his progress. Flashback for the Mega Drive, Megaro Drivo. Pit Stop 2's instruction manual for the Commodore 64. There's some really random stuff in here. There are some Sega Saturn game manuals. Clockwork Knight, International Victory Goal and Last Bronx. If you've got any of these games and need the manuals, let me know. And we will sort something out. John Madden Football 92 for the Megaro Drivo with the, that's the third party mark thing, isn't it? One of my favourite things, an A520 modulator and another A520 modulator. And another A520 modulator. I might make these into art if I get enough of them. There's some really, really weird and fascinating things in here. There's a, oh, it says 484. That's an Amiga power supply, I think. Yeah. Could be a 128, but I suppose. Commodore power supply, part number 391029. Don't know. It usually writes if they've been tested or not, but that is a potted one. Oh, A600. So I probably would only use the cable off of that. I wouldn't try and refurbish it or use it in its current state. Might be okay. I'm making a pile of power supplies down here in the corner. A really, really weird looking mouse. Surf. PS2 mouse. That's actually handy for me. Serial cable for Commodore drives, I believe. Maybe not. Oh yeah, that works. What are these other two? Oh, here then. This Henry Hazmat is back on the telly. No, maybe not. That's a serial port there. I mean, it will probably... No, it doesn't fit in there. Not sure what that is. Right, we've got 5 pins in a horseshoe shape. Horseshoe crescent shape. So let's see if anybody in the comments can recognise that. SCART cable. Cool, could be for anything. I'll have to check the pinouts on that to find out what that is. USB cables. USB A to B. I'm going to just throw them straight in my USB box down here. Ah. Oh. Oh, a TRIPPLER. That's a Commodore 64 cartridge. That goes into... What on earth is... What? Right, let's bring you down so you can have a closer look at this. What on earth is that? Why does it go into a Centronics style port? All right, on Lemon 64, there's someone says, "Hi all, just quick." Who is this? I better give them credit. SX64 Potter says, "Hi all, just a quick post. I acquired a 1570 drive and it came with a cartridge ribbon cable serial cable contraption. Would love to know what it's for. On the cartridge it says TRIPPLER and I would like to know what it does. So if any of you out there in the know, you could shed some light on it, I would really appreciate it." And that's the only post. Okay, I can't find anything on the internet about this. So this is a really good one. Looks like we've got, that's the serial port, isn't it? And then obviously the cartridge port, but what does that go to? What on earth does that go to? Why would you need a Centronics with only that side of it actually populated? Can I get into this without breaking it? I can't see any screws hidden under there, nor under there. It's not clips, there must be a screw under here somewhere. Or it's glued. Yeah, I think it's glued. But we have to know, don't we? This is for science. I think it's going to go back together because it's like posts that have got just a touch of glue in them. There we go. Yes, that's come apart quite nicely actually so far. Don't tempt it. Here we go. Well, we've got a 4.433619 megahertz crystal on the back. Isn't that the PAL crystal? We've got an EEPROM here, 74 HC373 there, and a 7403 there. And then this MAB 803 5HP. It's got to be some sort of CIA type thing or PIA. And a couple of caps and the wires. I'll show this to Julian or Chrissy on the Retro Hardware Discord, and they'll have it, the board, recreated in no time. Beautiful hand-drawn traces, or yeah, I'm pretty sure they're hand-drawn. Very nice. For reference, that's a that says 471 on that cap, I think. And that one says 473. And it's the ROM is TMS 2516JL from 1984. Got a date code as well, that's good. Right, let's put it back in its home. Oh, that's it. There we go. All back exactly how it was. So yeah, let me know if you recognise this or know what it does. Want one of those photographs, let me know. A big linear power supply. 19 volts AC. Cool, that could be Electron or something. Cable needs some work. Acorn, yeah, it's an Acorn Electron power supply. Fantastic. That is genuinely useful. Another A520. More manuals. OCP Address Manager for the ZX Spectrum. And so, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, well, somebody will want that. I won't throw that away. A voucher. This disc is in this package is protected. If you wish, you may purchase a security copy by returning this voucher with a cheque for £10 made payable to Commodore Business Machines. Oh, what have we got in here? Some Tornac without a box. Defender of the Crown without a box. And wings. Nice. Excellent. With the manual. Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge. Excellent. And Crazy Cars. Super Off-Road. International Ice Hockey. All for the Amiga. Another A520 modulator. With these actually are quite handy, these cables, these RCA to 3.5mm. That out of the way. Another one of these horseshoe cables, the same as this. So it's got to be something common. Power supply. Pinstronic Universal TV Games mains adapter. So that back in the day when you bought your Binatone Pong machine, you would have batteries in the bottom of it at Christmas Day, and those batteries would instantly just run out after playing it all day on Christmas Day, and then you wouldn't have anything to play. So you'd beg your parents to buy you a mains adapter for it, and they would go out and get you something like this. 8 volt to 2 amp in that. DC power adapter. These were so common after a while, but crucially, they weren't common for quite some time. Well, this is more. Wow, that one is different. Oh no, that's 2 different cables. Okay, so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins on one end and 5 on the other. What could it be? It's nice to have, though. I don't like throwing things like that away. And all of this was going to go in the bin if I hadn't rescued it. This is going in the bin. This is just an RF. Come back out. This is just an RF cable. That's going straight in the bin. No use for those whatsoever. Have a use for this sort of thing. Multi-SCART adapter. That's actually useful. I might use that on my workbench, and it's got a selector switch there. If it's in good condition, that will be... I'm going to hang it over here, actually. That will be used on my bench. What are you? Ocean. Clive Barker's The Nightbreed. Wow. You should... Oh, it's an Amiga game. Nice. Put that in the Amiga pile. Swift Calc for the Commodore 64. High-speed productivity software. I could do with that. Soccer Manager. Kenny Dalglish's Soccer Manager. No disc, sadly. So this is probably one of Paul's, like, he's been holding on to something like this, waiting for a disc to go with it, but it's not really a high-value game anyway. Or the ZX81 software catalogue. And the guarantee as well. Orbit, Sniper, Meters, Life, Wolfpack, Golf, Bank Account, Telephone, Maths, or educational software for a ZX81. It's the only way I got one bought for me. Look at this. Look at these two. One day, son, you too can have a black and white TV and a terrible computer. Another mouse. What is the on the other end? It's 3 buttons, so it's going to be a PS2 mouse. Oh no! What is it for? It's a DE9 on the end of it. It doesn't. So some Egyptian character there. Is that Ramesses? E60 mouse, X31, made in Taiwan, 400 DPI. So it must be a PC mouse, just an earlier one. More cables. That looks like, yeah, Nintendo. So that's SNES composite. I said SNES, you heard me. HDMI cable, straight in the HDMI box. Where's the HDMI box? That one. That'll do. VIC-20 Battleground. Nice. Keep that. A nice braided micro USB cable. I'll test that with my tester later. Make sure it works. Another tape. Microls, the database for the 48K ZX Spectrum. That's not good, is it? Not really useful. Oh, Galaxy Force for the Amiga 500. I do like big box games, but I haven't got room for them, so these will be getting given away. I will. Hey. Power Drift is in here. Oh, there's no... that's just advertising. Galaxy Force, is that what this was? Yeah, Galaxy Force, it's in there. So I'll... all of the stuff that I don't need, I'll put back in a bag. Probably Paul's big bag. And I'll be taking it to meetups and things, and people can just have what they want for free. And I'll be putting a lot of my own stuff in there as well for people to pick through. Hey, 1530 dataset unit that has been heavily water damaged. Yeah, that's no good. That's going in the bin. Oh, this is one of my favourite things in here. I spotted this earlier. It's a Game Boy or Super Game Boy adapter for this, so for the Super NES. So I can play Game Boy games on your Super Nintendo. And a really garish N64 third-party controller. So actually, feels quite good. Yeah, not too bad. Logic 3 weren't a bad third-party brand, actually. The Logic 3 6T4 pad. Patent pending. Nice. Oh, the cable might need some work. About time I did some N64 stuff on my channel. Reach for the skies. You're my favorite deputy. Oh, it's not that game. Oh, it's got the keyboard overlaying, or the keyboard key card. It's a PC game. Disc 2, disc 4. Yeah, looks like it's full and complete. So that'll be going in the... Actually, I'll probably hang on to that for the day that I might start using PCs again. That's actually handy. Spectrum one end, tape deck one end, and then, well, yeah, mono one end, mono to stereo splitter. All right, we're down to the dregs now. But I've just spotted this. Oh, it's bad. It's got a bad shield in it. Doesn't look like that's going to work. The spring's gone. It's an Amsoft 3-inch disc. Right, that's everything out of the bag. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Rubbish. Mercenary Compendium Edition for the Commodore 64. There's no disc or game in here. Ah, that's a shame. Oh, it's cassette version. Put that in the pile in case somebody wants it. Pet Speed 64 Basic Compiler. What, the 64 didn't come with its own basic compiler? Nice instruction manual, big A4 pages. A VGA to DVI adapter. Handy. I'll put that in the right box now. Rubbish. Night moves. For Pac-Man, load, quote, boot. Rubbish. Highsoft C for the ZX Spectrum. Wow. My Secret File. Do-it-yourself dossier for your darkest thoughts. Wow. Based on the book by John Astrop. You don't want to know my darkest thoughts. Programs on this diskette are Super Fruit, Stellar Wars, The Quest, Depth Charge, Labyrinth, and Patience. We haven't got the disc. TazWord 64, the word processor. Instruction manual. Oh, Easy Script user guide. Get rid of the bag now. Commodore Business Machines. That is a hefty user guide. Programmers Utilities. It's not going to have any discs in. And that looks to be it. I hope you enjoyed your look around Paul's big bag. I did. I don't know what I'm going to do with most of this. It's probably just going to go straight into storage. All the cables and power supplies and I've got homes for. The mice I've got homes for. The controllers I've got homes for. I have got a special box for A520 modulators. I can't throw them away. And I've got places. Yeah, I'll be able to store most of it. I'm most excited, I think, about the Electron power supply. That's really useful. They are difficult to get hold of. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Woo! That was an easy one.